M&G Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Missouri Tigers and the TCU Horned Frogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Ncaa Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Reese?
Okay, Holly. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On the move, it's Payne. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Line getting set on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Simmons. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Lee. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, fine.
There's some room. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
Oh, a lot of space. The 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Throwing Simmons. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Fires to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Missouri wants to go fast. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Looking to buy time. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Simmons to throw. Quickly complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. 4th down, Simmons. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, and that one stings, right? Like, your receiver, it's 4th down, understanding where the sticks are, you do everything right except for the last part, man. Just lose concentration, maybe take your eye off the football a little bit. And some drops are big, and some are bigger. And that was a big one on 4th down to drop that football when he had the first down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Looking to throw, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets the first down. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Ball was incomplete, and I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Simmons fires to the wideout. This time he's got his man. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Finds his man. It's Roberts. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the pass game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. Makes a stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Throwing Simmons. Finds his target down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a give to Hardy. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Inside the 25. Maybe some room here. All the way! Touchdown, Tigers! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Running back searching for a hole. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Finds his big tight end. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Looking for room. It's Payne. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Payne. Got some room, entered the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
big play on this 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Craig. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. New set of downs after the completion. The run inside. It's Payne. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Oh, they're after him. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Now, you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week, he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, and maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Here's Simmons to throw. Here's the pressure.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it with Hardy. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Running inside, it's Payne. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Rutgers taking on the Boston College Eagles. And it's the Scarlet Knights with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they
makes the catch and he's free. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The Tigers will hustle to the line. Might as well stick with him. Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Keeps it on the option. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Nice move there. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time.
Here's a little room, headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. In the red area, it's Roberts. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Snags it, and he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Craig. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Walker.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Payne. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him. Now they're finding out about him.
They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Roberts. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Simmons unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the returner will be dragged down. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To throw, it's Craig. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He might want another play. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Finds his big tight end, and he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Horned Frogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the point after is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Throwing Simmons. Here comes the heat. He's on the move. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Simmons to the air again. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds and try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
Here's Simmons to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Makes a grab and room to run. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Missouri wants to go fast. Trying to run, it's Roberts. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Simmons looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the Horned Frogs are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Number 48. Set to advance on the football.
Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Back to pass, it's Burns. Throws to the wideout. Got a man, it's Lanier. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. The run inside. It's Roberts. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Trying to do it on the ground. Nice move to keep running. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2's kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
Back to pass. Bringing the heat. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Running inside. It's Roberts. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Missouri gets to the line quickly. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4 games.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Payne. And they get him down. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.